I'm saying, like, if a person does that to you, I'm saying you were never hot. I don't even care about this song.
I think Dirty Money is forever Dirty Money.
But what other major stars are going down with him?
I got this show, and I just really wanted to be Last Train to Paris. What you think?
There has always been a dark side to Hollywood's glitz and power. But what happens when a strong lawyer speaks out against a list celebs who are said to have tried to silence victims? Diddy's recent problems have brought to light some of the worst things that happen in the business, but new information suggests that he's not the only one. This story is going to shake up the entertainment world with its power plays behind the scenes and its use of to keep people quiet. Some of the most powerful people in the entertainment business have been accused for years of silencing people who might speak out against them with their power. Diddy's recent court problems show how fame, money, and power can be used to control stories and change the course of events. However, the idea that other famous people may be doing the same things to hide the truth and protect their identities is even scarier. No matter how glamorous and strong Hollywood has always been on the other side, there is a dark side. But what happens when a powerful lawyer tries to silence victims is now more than ever a hot topic. Do you want to guess why? Due to Diddy's jail time. Fans want to know where her hot takes are after Diddy's arrest made the internet go crazy. Everyone remembers how she said Diddy would fail. Now they want her to spill the beans on this crazy situation. Do you remember when you didn't believe Wendy? How are you? Diddy's reality show Making the Band, where he was known for being a cruel manager, was one of the most controversial parts of his career. In a well-known incident, Diddy fired almost everyone except Dawn Richard. People were surprised by this choice, especially after Freddie P said Diddy took Dawn off of songs because she turned down his approaches. Based on these claims, Diddy is said to have used his power to control artists or punish those who didn't do what he wanted. This is a concerning trend of behavior. Because of this, I've given it a lot of thought, and I'm also going to forgive your debt. Dawn, I still want to make songs with you. I still want the record company to sign you. Danity Kane, you'll be the only person left if I decide to put that together. Yeah, man, this case that Dawn filed against Diddy really opens your eyes. She said that if she turned down his advances, he would take her out of songs and turn off her mic while she was singing. Teenage boys need to get their S in order. He used to be in charge of everything. He used to say no. I believe her. That means I don't care if you were never on a song just because it was hot. Do you get what I mean? Not her. I mean, if someone does that to you, I'll tell them you were never hot. This song doesn't even interest me. I've got plans. I'll make you feel important. I'm going to. I'll even make up a press run for you. I look forward to seeing you on a fake trip. All of that was about relationships. Make you want to see Cassie. He has shown her strings for many years. The girl in question really thought she was an artist the whole time. Before I started seeing him with other women, I thought she was a singer. I'm thinking, is this real? But she was an artist the whole time I turned around. She was a painter. It's likely that she was sneaky, but she was an artist. Look at how fast that phase went by. What do we remember about Cassie? It's not for art. Look at how fast that phase went by. Why do we remember Dawn? Don't. It ain't. What you said in that song didn't matter to him. I won't say your ability because that's what drew him to you in the first place. But when he gives you something it's not for, he pretended to care. He pretended to care. Because he had a reason. Once he knew the reason, he moved on to the next one. To be honest, I think Diddy just threw it off. Being able to get the next one. Being able to break the one I told them they couldn't. Getting a bad guy out of jail and letting him go. As more people talk about how they say Diddy has tried to control narratives and hide harmful stories, his legal problems have become the main topic of conversation. Gene Deal recently talked about how Diddy allegedly used secret, compromising tapes of Stevie J to keep things under control. People started talking about what else might be hidden behind closed doors after he said that Diddy used personal information to change people's behavior. I saw in this lawsuit that he also says Diddy made him watch a video of Stevie J having sex with a guy. Hey Stevie, are you cool? What? Who are you, Stevie? What did you call him, Stevie? Hey man, I read that. Afterward, they may have a tape that we missed because the pictures were not very clear. I am not sure if you know this. A worker who looked very different came out and said that was him. Not Stevie J, but they must have thought it was Stevie J because they put that in. But you need to get this part. Take a look. He knew that this kid looked up to Stevie J and liked the work that Stevie J had done in the past. This kid looked up to Stevie J. What if Puff told him that the person on the tape was Stevie J? The kid looked a lot like Stevie J. He made faces and his face was fixed. Like he was making some of the looks Stevie J likes to make. Do you get it? Now the kid could have been drunk or high. He said, yo, Puff could have said, yo, you talking about? This is someone you look up to look at what he's doing. This is Stevie J. That kid might have thought that was Stevie J or that was Stevie J. It was Stevie J if Puff told him it was. People can't say things like, oh, he's lying because we don't know what was said. Even stranger was the fight between Stevie J and 50 Cent. Stevie J supported Diddy and criticized 50 Cent for making fun of the hip-hop mogul. Fans got a glimpse of how complicated celebrity relationships can be and how loyalty and secrets are often mixed. Wendy Williams' name has come up again because of Diddy's problems. There was a reportedly awkward moment between the talk show host and Diddy many years ago. And because of the new accusations, that old clip has become more important. The way Wendy talked to Diddy was weird enough to make a fuss back then. Some people now wonder if she knew more about Diddy's behavior behind the scenes than she was telling them. As the mother of a 16-year-old, who I met in the back. Did he? That kid is great. Thanks a lot. You stand for many things. Since Diddy is being accused of major crimes, Wendy's absence from public life has stood out even more. There are rumors that her silence might have something to do with the current legal battles. They think that she's not saying anything to avoid getting further involved in the mess. Megyn Kelly also brought up the strange exchange and reminded watchers that Wendy Williams has a history of calling out people who do bad things. That's why her recent silence is making people wonder. Some people, like Wendy Williams, come out and say things about him. I think there's a story there. Wendy Williams was fired from her radio job many years ago after she said Diddy was gay. I didn't know that. Some people are now saying that this is very strange because of something that happened between them when he was on her show in 2017. He's taking care of her and her, I think, 16-year-old kid, who I met in the back. Did he? That kid is great. Thanks a lot. You stand for many things. It's crazy how many people knew about him and how these less well-known people were actually warning others about him but were overlooked. One of the most scary things that strong people do to control stories is the act of shutting up possible foes. Jaguar Wright has spoken out about how Diddy and other powerful people used their power to hide bad news. According to her, people who tried to speak out were put on a blacklist, threatened, or paid off to keep quiet. When I first told you that Sean Combs was a trafficker, you told me I was lying because I was jealous, I wasn't his lover, and I wasn't doing well in the music business. Because I told the truth, you said all of these things about me. What I said was true. The facts are what they are. There is proof, there is proof. It's now clear that people have been hurt. It is now clear that there are bad people. Do not bother trying to discredit me. Instead, ask the FBI to show you all the videos they confiscated at Diddy properties while they were protecting a dishonest EDA that I have video of secretly recording at a Clinton fundraiser while a 14-year-old girl who is friends with the Clintons, the Obamas, and others is kept anonymous. If more sources come forward with solid proof, Hollywood may have to face the music, bringing to light stories that have been hidden for years.